We're installing diesel heater today. I'm going to show you how we've done it in Jeff's van. It's fairly simple because Jeff bought it in a little toolbox which basically has everything in there. And we're just going to duct out the exhaust, an outlet into the van, and the little control panel. So if that's what you want to see, continue watching.
Winter is coming. I need a diesel heater. Straight out of China off eBay, I bought this PAT unit. The reason I chose this one is because, as per some advice from a friend of mine, it's in a toolbox. So if you get a diesel spill or anything happens, the diesel will just stay contained within this unit here. They're very cheap. Can't remember the exact amount. I'll put it up on screen just over here somewhere. The diesel filler there. And then just here I've got the control unit. You can remount that somewhere accessible. So you can just unplug it out of the wire that's inside here and you can mount it somewhere on an external part of your Caravan, so it's easy. Plus it has also got Bluetooth from what I know. So I'll open up the box and show you what's inside. Not real hard to open, and it's not real good quality materials, but very cheap, like I said. There's the plug for the control unit, and inside here you've got the actual instructions. I'll get rid of them. You've got the diesel heater itself here, and you've got the tank. Now you can go on eBay and you can buy these completely as separate components without this toolbox. So you can get the diesel heater, and you can also get the tank. So you can mount the tank outside of your van and run all the lines in, but we found this easier. Thought it's also worth mentioning that I've actually got a Ezytrail Parks 11 Mark II. It's the tiniest van you could possibly ever get. I frankly love it. And the reason I'm just letting you know in case you guys have got something similar, so you've got a bit of reference as to what we're doing inside and what van you've got. You get a bunch of components with your diesel heater. Can't even remember the brand again. Doesn't really matter because it's straight out of China and they're all just the same anyway. And so this is the instructions. They actually seem like half decent instructions. Not like the usual Chinese stuff that you just get in like one sheet. There is an A4 sheet of paper. There is an A4 sheet of paper somewhere, but I figured this is the main instruction, so we'll throw that in the hole.
A4 sheet of paper.
A4 sheet of paper, thank you, John. This is the exhaust. They call it something different on the instructions, but this is your exhaust. And so this is the part that's got to come. You've got to drill a hole down out of the van and out and run it somewhere. This is the air pipe, so this is where the air is going to travel from the diesel heater and out into your van, making it toasty warm. And it's stretchy and flexible, so you can extend it and you can bend it to where you got to make it fit. It also comes with an array of hose clamps. Got some wires that you'll have to connect. We've got the ring terminals on the end of them are ready to go. A couple of different hangers for your exhaust. Plus it's actually got a remote control, I just noticed. Literally just saw that then. It's in the, I'll get it out and show you. In the bag. So if you want to sit outside while you're drinking beers and then turn your diesel heater on at some point because you forgot, then you're all good to go there. Put that in there. This looks like an exhaust component, a muffler I guess. This is a bit of an air duct to so you can direct the air to where you want it to go. So that'll sit on the outside of a surface somewhere. Yeah, like that. And so you can make it go up or down. I actually don't know what this is. It's another bit of flexi pipe, very similar to the one where the air comes out of. You got any ideas, John? We don't really read instructions over here, so we'll figure that out at some point as well. This came up as being an air filter. I'd say this is something to do with the inlet, so it doesn't suck, so it sucks clean air in. It doesn't feel real high end, so I don't know how good it is, but there is a filter in there. I can feel that there is some. What that pipe's for. Some kind of filter, yeah. That pipe will go in there. You may have discovered what that's for. Sort of fits with the hose clamp, it'll fit, so that should be right. Bag of unknown stuff here. So let's rip into it and see what it is. Something important. Oh, okay, so this is the 240 adapter. So it's just basically designed for Australia as well. It's got the Aussie 3-prong plug on there. I'm not going to worry about that because I'm just going to run 12 volts straight off me deep cycle battery. That's all the components. Let's rip in and get it done.
Jeff's asked me to do this bit because apparently I know what tools are. I got no idea what tools are. The only tool I know is Jeff. A couple of things you will need to buy if you're installing the diesel heater in a van of some sort. You go through the floor. My suggestion is you go to Bunnings if you're in Australia. In case I always call them when we're recording stuff. 100mm dropper. Alright, this is going to go through the floor. Gives a gap for the exhaust. to go through so that you're not actually heating up your floor. So it's basically creating an airspace.
Fire prevention.
Yeah. I use a 110mm hole saw. So you'll need one of those. The air outlet, for that one there, you're using a 79mm hole saw. Alright, slides in nicely. Obviously the duct will go on there, we'll show that to you later. Yes. You coming? Alright, beautiful. See that everyone? K-Sun's coming. While you're at Bunnings, probably also want to pick up some fire-rated sealant. So just fire-rated because obviously the exhaust can get hot, so it's a lot less likely to deteriorate under the stress of heat. This one here.
What brand did we get, mate? What do we go
Well,
for?
Sicker, mate, because it's sicker. If you don't already have a silicone gun,
Caulking gun.
caulking gun, get yourself one.
That one cost me about $2, I think.
For the exhaust, obviously I need to drill a hole through the gal sheet, which we are going to cut this gal sheet down. This is just what Bunnings had at the time. But basically 29mm hole saw. The sheet. On the controller, there's a little plug. So 22mm hole saw, it looks like it'll fit perfectly to allow the plug through. Now with the sheet, I would just cut it with tin snips, but Jeff wants to use good old angle grinder. So we're just going to cut it rant. Basically, we'll just trim it so it covers the actual dropper.
What's the reason for that, mate?
Well, it's for an air gap, so that when the exhaust comes through, like so, the heat can dissipate around the exhaust without affecting the floor of the van. If you had a wooden floor in the van, you'll probably find if you just put this through, you might smell some timber smouldering, which you probably don't like the smell of timber smouldering in the middle of the night, and maybe your floor catching on fire. So this here will hopefully prevent that. I've used it in mine and it seems to work fine. So they are the tools and the extras that you're going to need. Let's install a diesel heater.
Let's roll.
We checked that basically the exhaust on this unit is 200mm from this side. We know that underneath at 520 we're clear, so remember to check underneath that you're going to be clear before you drill any holes. We are going to drill a pilot hole first just to triple check, but looking at this 520, it fits in, this fits in, so it should be good. Time for a pilot hole.
It's always a good idea to just have a quick look under your van to make sure you're not drilling through anything important. Where we're drilling is roughly this region here, which is probably not that easy to see. But I've got two lines coming down here. I think this is probably a gas line, maybe another gas line here. Plus we're sort of close to the chassis as well. So you just want to make sure that you're not going to drill through anything important. We've had a real good look, as you saw up top. We had a good measure. We're 99% confident, but we're just going to drill a little pilot hole to be 100% sure that we're not drilling through anything sus.
175. Alright, drill bits come out up here. Just going to check with our hole saw beforehand that it clears the chassis, which if you see there, it clears the chassis. Pipes are all below it. Based off where that's coming out, we should be able to come down straight out with the exhaust. So it should be good. Just checking I was on one. I didn't want to go too fast. Smell the lino. Big question is, does it fit now that we've drilled it? Bum bum bum. Hey, it's clean. What do we need next?
We need
Sealant.
heat-proof sealant.
You might want to cut the sealant bit.
Yeah, that already had a hole in it. That's a bit silly. What am I cutting? Oh, the actual...
Trained professional here.
Oh, this is the bit that you cut.
He's definitely done this before. He's definitely a tradie.
I'm a tradie, mate.
Oh, he's definitely a tradie. Look at him.
This is going to get dangerous.
This guy obviously works with TAFE.
We need some side cutters or something. What do you got, John?
I don't know. Just open one of these things. I got like plenty of knives. Yeah. This is what you do, right? You cut the top off, then you put the lid on.
Amateur hour.
Action.
It's time to seal. Oh, look, I can see it just about to do what it does. That's corked. Is that corked?
I put another layer on there, mate.
Another run, you reckon?
Get another bead on there.
Another circuit, another cork. Mate, we've run beads.
Did it feel a bit smushy as you pushed down?
It felt very smushy.
Nice. Now you just got to come underneath and fill that gap.
Consider that gap getting filled, mate. I haven't got me here to do all the hard jobs, you know what I mean? All the tough stuff, all the tricky bits and pieces.
Mate.
Should we have cut that like out and put that in yet?
No, you just.
Oh, okay. Well, we're okay then. I guarantee some of this is going to wind up in me eye. That's why I got glasses on, because I'm all about safety.
Fill that silicone. Fill that hole with silicone. Get it nice and sealed up. And then at the end, you got to lick your finger and wipe it.
Do you have to lick it? Is that like an actual legit part of the process?
That's a legit thing.
Can we ask the tradies out there? Is that what tradies do when fucking running sealant? Lick the finger?
The saliva acts as a bit of a buffer between your finger and the silicone. Oh, can he manage it? He has managed it.
Here we go.
That's it, look at that. How nice is that? You might have to lick your finger again if it starts to stick, but I'll get you a rag. The other option is you can use a...
No, I think I'm okay with a finger. It's time for business. We are about to measure the gauge so we can cut it. We've got 140 by 140 set up on the square. You call it a square? Set square? No, it's not a set square. It's a combination square, I think, because you've got the old 45, whereas that would be a set square. I'm going to mark there, a little mark there, and we're going to mark here. I wasn't actually too far off. I'm going to mark just there. So that is now the point that we can go.
How satisfying is that sound?
Oh, I drew it on. I've actually drawn it on the combination square, not on the. Sorry, John.
He's an absolute professional tradesman. His trade is being an amateur.
Yep, but I'm really good at it.
Proud of it too.
Proud of it, mate. Fucking, and that's good enough because this is not something that needs to be precise. Sorry about that, bro.
Nice. Would you cut my bin?
Maybe. Yep. I'm not going to measure exactly center because I'm me. So I'm just going to have a go. I'll just drill it out. So this is going to be for the exhaust to go through. And we're going to screw that over the top of the 100mm dropper. What's it called? Dropper flange. 100mm flange. So here we go. See if anybody dies during this process. Ooh, oh, that's good enough. That's done. And that is done. Alright, so now we're just about to screw the plate down over the flange so that we can run the exhaust pipe down through that. Here we go. The fuck did that even go? Oh fuck, I dropped one down the hole. Yeah.
Lovely.
Alright, now we're going to drop this down the hole. It's going to be a bit of a tricky one because kind of has to go in a weird kind of acrobatic angle. With this on there, it's going to make it exciting, but we like it exciting around here.
But
so here
this, he means...
This is going to be...
This looks like fun.
This is going to be shit. Straight up, like...
The struggle is real.
It's coming through. Give me a second.
Let me just give Jeff a hand here. Get this exhaust pipe.
Oh, can you push? Yep. Can you keep getting it in?
It's kind of caught on some shit. So we're drilling the hand controller hole. So this is where you control the diesel heater from. So we're going to have that sitting about there. About there. So we're just got to make sure that this cable reaches, which it will, because we've got a little bit of leeway here. And I'm holding my thumb where it's going to go. So here we go. We're just going to send it home. So let's hope it fits. Well, that's a good start. So now, can't really see that either, so that'll work. I'm going to plug this in here. There we have it. That's all done. We've just got to double-sided tape this on. We'll master with the double-sided tape.
That's one of your last three.
I feel like the pressure's on now. You know what I mean? Trying to pick the
pressure's been on
the backing.
Oh, he got it. He almost got it.
I thought I did, but
oh, I did.
Fucking Dunskies. Now we're going to send this one home. It's not going. That's not going anywhere. He's good, mate. Wait, I'm going to make sure I don't drill these cables. So it needs to be like... So, everything's all finished. Everything's all mounted. We've filled it up with diesel. Hand controls mounted. Everything's ready to go. Now we've just got to figure out how to prime it and test it so we can be all sweaty in the van. We've taken the exhaust down out of the van. That's off to the side. We've got the whole unit, the toolbox unit, screwed down. We've got the duct to carry the hot air out to a movable unit here. That sticks out a little bit, just don't look at that. We've got the hand controller here, and then we've also connected it up to power. So we've got a fuse block in the van here, and so we're just connected straight to that. We may have to run a fuse, we're not sure, but we're just going to test it for now and see what happens. So now I've got the instruction booklet, and I'm just going to have a quick Captain Cook and see if there's priming instructions or anything like that. Just reading the instructions here. So starting the air heater for the first time, because there is no diesel in the oil circuit, it needs a process to pump oil. It is normal that the first start fails. Please wait patiently after the air heater fails. Doing wacky shit behind me. Okay, it is normal that the first start fails. Please wait patiently after the air heater fails. To start and stops, please restart it. After starting the air heater, please wait patiently. Do not operate any key of the switch, and it will to avoid errors. That's actually what it says too, so straight out of China. So we're just going to turn it on. It's my kind of product.
What is it?
Start heating.
And it should start making a tick, tick,
I like
tick,
the
tick,
voice of the diesel heater lady. So we're just waiting for it to do something now. The dog's just like excited.
She's so
Look at Echo,
sleepy.
she's pumped. I believe that there is the sound of success. You're getting smells, mate. When you get the smells, you know you're good to go.
When you get the smells, it means stuff is warming up, so don't be alarmed. And you should start to feel warm air. What are you feeling there, Jeff?
Feeling some pretty warm air. It's actually feeling pretty good.
Starting to kick off.
It's actually punching, man, like legit.
Yeah, too
Jeff
bad,
does have it set to 36 at the moment. ambient
Oh,
is
yeah, it
22. So we didn't actually have to restart it.
At this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Didn't have to restart it. It actually primed itself on the first go. You might have to. It'll start and stop because it doesn't get diesel fuel through first go sometimes. But on Jeff's unit, it's just going straight through. You'll get some fun smells because obviously everything new heating up. Anything that's on there will burn off. But after that, it should start to smell normal, apart from the exhaust gases. So that's the ambient temperature, and then if Jeff touches the knob, you can see he's got it set to 36.
Take you hand off.
And I can tell you right now that the air coming out of there blowing up my arm is very warm.
So if I set
Dialing
it
it down,
22,
see now it's slowing down.
that should just chill.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, just need some cable ties.
Let me just have a look on the floor of my shed, mate.
Oh, what do you know? How convenient.
Yeah, buddy.
That was not planned, and you know what? It's the right size for the job, I believe.
I've always got a cable tie on the floor for you, mate.
So all installed, it works amazingly. The only thing that's left to do now is to get out somewhere cold to go camping. What do you reckon, John?
Yeah, we need to go somewhere cold.
In the
crank
single
up the diesel heaters.
in the single axle swag, and John's going to take his dual axle swag.
Yeah, nothing wrong with the dual
You know,
axle.
we're still swagging it. We're just doing it in a swag that you tow behind your car. What do you reckon?
These are like
Kaysen?
already set up swags.
Yeah, that's right. That's all it is.
Swag is just something that already has a bed set up in it, basically.
Yeah, pretty much, and that's what this is. Otherwise, thanks for watching.
See you on the next one. If you like it, please like and subscribe.
Yeah.
And if you think it sucks,
Just let us know in the comments section.
love ya. Bye.
So as you've seen on the video, we've fully installed the diesel heater. One thing that I didn't do was the exhaust. Going on eBay, just where I got the heater from, and found a whole bunch, 3 metre length of extra exhaust. So I'm going to have a bit of a play under there and see if I can route the exhaust. Let's get stuck in. I've got to cut these bits of metal to wrap around the chassis and sort of try to make them match the shape of the chassis. Don't know how long they're going to be, so I'm going to use a piece of cardboard as a template. What have you used as a template? What odd thing laying around have you had to grab to sort of make a template out of before you go and make the main cut? Let us know in the comments. Got the piece of cardboard. This is the square tube. I'm actually gonna use it to carry from one side to the other. Now that's probably gonna be a little bit too long, but I can always trim it later. So all I've got to do now is cut this bit of cardboard. Oh, we've had a casualty. Might actually just do a bit of it by hand first, see how far I can get. That was pretty easy actually. So we've got our rough shape here, but now I've got to sort of make it kick out like that. So let's see how that goes. So you can see, we're getting the shape that we kind of want now. There we go. So I might even just leave that one on there. So that's on there. That's got to get its way down to there. And then this one goes all the way over to this side here. I've got a nice shed that I finished building, and here I am working in the grass and dirt and mud and stuff out in my front yard. There's some sharp edges there. Oh, bit of hot swarf down the armpit. That's always good for a Sunday activity. Now I think I'm going to get the tin snips and tidy it up a little bit. So here we've got the muffler. Interesting. Don't know how we're going to connect this. Let's see what we can find. Alright, found this. This was something that I intended on using to fix a radiator if I ever needed to on the desert trip. A bit too big though. So I found a double-ended hose barb. I feel like that's going to be a way that we can put it in there, tighten it up a lot, and then use it to sort of join. Alright, so we've broken the hose clamp. Guess that's not going to work. Alright, come up with a solution to join them. Didn't really give this much thought before, but I'm just going to use the muffler. Each end seems to be able to just fit into the sleeve there, so it'll go in and do what it needs to do. Alright, that's done up. Need exhaust stuff. That's done up. It's a whole nother day. It's actually been a couple of days since I last started doing some work on it. Got the nut. Thanks for watching.